Good morning, students. This is Sandhya from Ashoka Universal School, Ashoka Marg branch. Today we are going to study two plateaus. The plateaus are Deccan Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau. So these two plateaus are there in your syllabus. Let us mark first Deccan Plateau. Now, Deccan Plateau lies in peninsular India, right? This is peninsular India below Tropic of Cancer. This is the starting point of Godavari. We are going to mark the plateau from this point. First, let us mark the western boundary of Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau has the western boundary with Western Ghat, the eastern boundary with Eastern Ghat, and the northern boundary is of Vindhya and Satpura mountain. I'll repeat. Deccan Plateau has boundaries from all sides. So Vindhya mountain and Satpura mountain make the boundary to the north. Western Ghats make the boundary to the west. Eastern Ghat makes the boundary to the east, and Nilgiri hills will make the boundary to the south. So, in between these hills and mountains, the plateau lies, Deccan Plateau. Let us mark the western boundary first. From Godavari's starting point, I am taking the starting point of Godavari. Till this U-turn of Kaveri, exactly in front of that, the western boundary will end. So from here, starting point of Godavari, with erasable pencil, first you will have to draw the boundary. Starting point of Krishna, starting point of Kaveri, bring the line till Nilgiri Hills, till this part, and leave. Okay, so this is the western boundary. Now let us mark the northern boundary. Just below river Tapi, we will take the line, and it should connect the starting point of Mahanadi. So the line will be just below Tapi and it will connect the river Mahanadi. Okay. Extend this line till this U-turn of Mahanadi. You can see this U-turn of Mahanadi here, right? Just below that, the line should extend till that part. Okay. So this is the northern boundary of Deccan Plateau. Western boundary we started from Godavari. Starting point you have to connect. Don't mark the line too much inside. From starting point of Godavari you have to connect all the starting point of the river Krishna, Kaveri till Nilgiri Hills you will bring the line. So this was the western boundary. From Godavari till the tip of Mahanadi, little extend ahead till the U-turn of Mahanadi. This is the northern boundary. Now let us mark the eastern boundary. Eastern boundary, these two lines we have to connect. Parallel to the coast we'll have to draw this way. Okay. From this point to this point you have to complete the plateau. Leave the coastal area. Eastern coastal plains are broad than western coastal plains. So here this side you will have to leave little broad place. Now the entire part which is here we have to shade it. Children, you have to always use light color to shade. Currently, I don't have color pencils with me. I'll try to shade the plateau with the light brown color. The best color, again, I'll say to use for shading of Deccan Plateau is the yellow color. Because if you are asked to mark on the same region some other map pointing, for example, in the exam, if they ask mark Godavari River, and they also ask you to mark Deccan Plateau, as both lie in the same region, if you shade plateau with light color, on that the other color can be visible very clearly, and that's the reason you have to use light color to shade major part. Whenever you are asked to mark plains or plateaus, always use light color. Yellow color is the best. Now from the north also let us shade it properly. So in this manner we have to shade the plateau. Okay. This is the northern limit of Deccan Plateau, just below Tapi River, connecting Mahanadi till this part. The southern boundary is the Nilgiri Hills. If you remember in our map pointing of hills, we have learned to mark a triangle here. So Nilgiri Hills is the southern limit of Deccan Plateau. From here you can make a little U-turn this way. So this is the Deccan Plateau. Now label it. Now let us mark the next plateau. The next plateau is Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau lies to the east side in Jharkhand. It is very rich in minerals. Even Deccan Plateau is rich in minerals. So let us mark Chota Nagpur Plateau. First, we'll take the reference line of Damodar River. This is Damodar River and this is its tributary. So half of both the river we are going to take the plateau. Half. Check properly. Right? We are going to draw one oval circle there. So half of these two rivers, a semicircle you can draw. This is River Son. You don't have to cross the River Son. The plateau is before the River Son. So from here, extend the circle. Do not cross Son River. Take a turn and draw the circle in this manner. Complete the plateau. It's an oval shape. In between these two rivers, take half. Start from there. Do not cross Son River. Take a turn and draw a oval circle. Now, while drawing this circle, do not go beyond the limit of this line. This is Rihan River. The circle should not be very big, extending down. It should be above this limit. It should not cross this limit, the Rihan River starting point, just above that. So it should look like an oval shape. So this is Chota Nagpur Plateau. Now let me shade that plateau. Again, you can use some light color. While shading, see that the color doesn't go out of the boundary. First, always draw the outline with erasable pencil. Once the outline is ready, then you can fill the color inside. Okay. So this is Chota Nagpur Plateau. Let us label it. Chota Nagpur Plateau, which lies in Jharkhand. Deccan Plateau, which lies in peninsular India. So these are the two plateaus in our syllabus. So you can mark and label it in your map and practice it. Submit the maps through email or on WhatsApp. You can send it on my email ID or on my WhatsApp number. I'll wait for your maps for correction. Thank you.